Welcome back today, guys. Thanks for commuting with me on the 94. Yes, I took out the 94 again. Speed limit gets there fast. Or should I say we reached the speed limit pretty quickly. 750 cc's on this 3rd gen Honda Magna. So we might be testing reserve on this bike today. Right now we're at 84 miles, and that's only if I filled this thing up. And I don't know, I haven't ridden this regularly. I usually fill it up when I find non-ethanol fuel. I went to the gas station this morning, didn't find they had diesel, but they didn't have non-ethanol fuel, so I skipped it. But we're at 84 miles, and I'm still on main fuel flow. Aw, man, they're doing all kinds of work around here today. Well, this is when you stop. Okay, planning ahead. You're gonna stop in the shade because it's cooler here. You could stop over there, but you're gonna be, the sun's gonna be beating on you. And riding a motorcycle or a convertible, you definitely notice the weather patterns a lot differently. So in this situation, we get to go in a second, I think. And also you can decide when you stop if you want to leave it in gear and hold your clutch in, or if you want to shift into neutral. That is up to you. It's probably good to shift to neutral in most situations, but if you're on a hill, then you're either holding your brake or you're going to be in gear and letting the clutch out a little bit in order to hold yourself on the hill. All things you need to consider. Most motorcycles, now there are exceptions, and especially the newer ones, there might be more exceptions. I don't know. Most motorcycles are manual shift. Not that many automatic bikes out there, but that is part of the joy and the allure of motorcycle riding, isn't it? Being able to shift your gears, being able to rev when you want to, all the things. Like if you're on an automatic, now I do have a 50cc Chinese scooter, the Diamo 50. That is it's an automatic transmission. It has belts and everything, and it shifts itself. And I wouldn't want to shift on a little scooter. It can only get up to 40 miles per hour anyway, so what's the point? Here, this is a 5-speed Honda Magna. I know it should have 6, but like I say in previous videos, in the 90s, for some reason, Honda did things differently, and I feel like they cut corners. You go back to the old 80s bikes, early 80s, and into, you know, mid, those bikes had gas gauges. Those bikes had turn signals with the little pointer going whichever way, and then you had 2 markers. And you know, this one just has 1 turn signal indicator. Doesn't tell you whether it's left or right. It's fine. Everything's on this bike is simple and smooth, and everything works well. But they didn't go above and beyond, let's just say that. On my older Magnas, they have dual front brakes, and the V65s even have a rear disc brake. Now, the Magna 750s and 700s usually had a drum brake in the rear, but still, drum brake works good. You don't have to maintenance it as much. It doesn't get as messy. Oh, are we starting to sputter? I feel like my gas is starting to go out. Now, I rode this thing hard, so I may have used more fuel than typical. Yep, I think we need to shift into reserve. There, hopefully she catches in enough time and we keep moving. There it is. Alright, so 85, 86 miles seems about right. as long as your fuel petcock works, you'll keep moving. My big 84 Sabre has a gas gauge, but it doesn't have a low fuel warning light. It just has the gauge to show you that you're running out. There's no reserve. It just flows right through. This bike does not have a warning gas light. Just when you start to sputter, you gotta switch to reserve. Hopefully you're not already on reserve. If you forget to flip that back the last time you filled up gas and you're running on reserve, I have my miles set, and that's how I keep track of it, because I would prefer to know ahead of time about when I'm gonna start running out, so I'm like not wondering why the bike's not running right. I look down there, so I set the mile trip-o-meter every time I get gas to 0, so I have a good indication of when I might be needing gas. Oh, well, that was a startling fact there. Okay. I've talked about this bike so many times in other videos, so go watch those. 82 horsepower, chain drive. This is the 94. It has open baffles with stock pipes, stock jets, stock air filter. It's pretty well stock. I bought this bike running and riding. Got a title, and I put the title into antique. So Pennsylvania, no inspections because it's a recreational vehicle. Pennsylvania's going to start cracking down on using your cell phone while you're driving, and I think that's a good thing. Texting and driving has always been, it's been outlawed for quite a while, and they could pull you over, but they're cracking down on it just here recently. What is one good way to crack down on that? Well, have every driver get hit by someone texting. That'll do it. The other thing is riding a motorcycle. I'm not out here texting with my motorcycle gloves. I'm not looking at my phone while I'm riding. Now, my one bike does have the phone mount, and I use that for directions and speedometer, but everybody's still gonna have a directional screen, right? I'm sure it's a handheld thing. It's not like looking down at your directions on your phone. So yeah, that's my challenge. Everybody rides a motorcycle. Nobody can text and drive. The one thing I don't like about this bike is I bought one of these eBay cheap master cylinders when this one wasn't working, and it does have cheap screws in it. They rust pretty quick. We had that issue with Jeep handle door inserts when they used to do those. I used to paint those all the time, and they would get upgraded screws because those were cheap screws that would rust in the weather also. But I don't know, this master cylinder works great, but it's a little bit, it's a generic one. It's not Honda, and the reach for it is a little bit harder, and the pull of it is a little firm and not in the right place. So you really have to reach a little bit. I'm gonna tilt it up a little bit. Maybe that'll help. It works good, it's just not perfect. It's definitely not Honda designed. And these mirrors are kind of janky, but it works, it's good. I don't know if that's what came on the bike or not, but there they are. Nobody probably knows what this bike is because it's rhino lined, just black. I know because I look at Magnas all the time, but most people probably don't. But yes, very good, well-functioning motorcycle. Oh yeah, I don't love these either. That's the nice thing about motorcycles. You can make them your own. You can change things as long as they're safe. That's all I ask. Just make sure you don't cut stuff off that's needed and make them unsafe. Ride with good tires. I should preach. I should act as I preach, but I know what I'm going to be doing with my bikes. Alright, I think we'll go fill this up with non-ethanol fuel, and I will see you on the next one. Gonna see if I can get around these guys up here where it hits 2-lane. Oh, I didn't rev. I forget that's an underpass. There you go. I am not in 5th gear. I am in 5th gear. So annoying. She needs one more gear, guys. One more gear. On the highway, this gets a little rough. See? It's fine. But we could use one more gear. Overdrive, 6th gear. Honda, give us that. Just give us one more gear. Put out one more 750 Magna. And we'll be happy. See you on the next one.